Hi, my name's Conor Murgatroyd and I'm an artist from Bradford. Reasons why I choose to paint all the things I do, like generally in the grand scheme of things. A big statement in first place, because all these people that I'm interested in, all these places I'm interested in, they wouldn't exist without each other. So like, you know, the shops wouldn't exist without the people, and I'll always cover like a variety of different subject matter. But it's not about any one or the other things. It's not about them being like, you know, there's no political statements at play. There's no overt judgment on any of it. It's just like I'm just trying to capture the different aspects of my life, and by me doing them paintings, what makes them like live. Do you know what I mean? The two different. I've always been into like massive contradictions. I've always found that like fascinating, and like people being like, you could look like someone and then not be that. Paintings as a whole like represent like just modern day Britain, I think, without any like connotations about anything. It's just what it is, and that's just about me. Like I'm not a bullshitter. I just want them to be honest paintings of like, you know, life. And then yeah, obviously like COVID and all this stuff going on now, I just like thought, I don't even want to mention all that in my work, because it's just awful. You know, the reality of it all like stopped and made a lot of awful things happen to people, and stopped a lot of people seeing people, and like, so I want to focus on the time away from that and like the future where we don't have any of these things, any of these restrictions, because it can be achieved, but people just need to be like, no, we're past that now. I started doing paintings of like people like in with the shops, rather than just doing one or the other, because I used to just do like either architectural paintings or just individual human paintings. It was just about to make paintings of individuals that I knew or he'd come and interacted with, because I always used to put off making paintings about people because it's quite intimate. When I realised that I could make paintings of individuals I liked, that's when I realised that I didn't start enjoying it, because I never thought I'd done that before. My everyday life and all people that I've met and all mad characters and all juxtaposed characters, you know, like builders that like, you know, that just stuff you wouldn't realise about normal people. I see every day that I always watch, and that I know, but also watch from the side, that I thought they're people that I'm interested in, so they're the people I'm going to put in my paintings. They're not people necessarily that get put into paintings anymore. Normal. I've done one of them, and it's like the jewellery shop with like the gypsy kid. Butchers, I've always liked buying meat from butchers rather than Sainsbury's and Co-op, because I don't like Sainsbury's and Co-op because they're multinational corporate, you know, like companies that make too much money, and butchers are like, you know, some community butchers, and like they're old school like London boys. I like to like be patrons of their work, and you know, and also have like a good laugh with them when I go in, and like, you know, it's just like an experience as well. And also the cheap's all cheap, you know, you can get like 3 pork chops for £9 rather than 2 pork chops for fucking £5, you know what I mean? So that's why even I've done the painting of Manzi's, because Manzi's, I love Manzi's because it's a traditional London pie and mash shop, and it's, you know, it's like a cultural thing. There's fishmongers, soapers, because Jason, I know Jason, and it's just like a family run fishmongers, and it's like, you know, them stereotypically like London as well. And then yeah, I know about like just nice people, and like it's good to see that people like that are getting money rather than Co-op, and the food quality is rubbish and it's too expensive, and it's just like they just hollow out communities by making, you know, some massive shop on road rather than a small butcher shop. Yeah, Ayers is, I like again like a community bakery that's been there since, I think since 79 or 80s. And it's just another thing, it's like a staple of like the high street down the road. I've done one of the paintings of E. Hague Jewellers in Chesterfield. The one thing about me for being from Bradford, like all lads from where I come from are into jewellery, and I've always been interested in jewellery. I started wearing like sovereigns when I was like 15, 16, but I like jewellery, and E. Hague, they sell all the nicest stuff. It perfectly encapsulates like everything I'm interested in right now in 2021. Like I like all the stuff that's in that photo, like bully dogs. It's like my world that I'm interested in. I'm just showing people that, really. That's what I'm focusing on. Yeah, colour palettes all over the shop. It's loads of different colours. There's not like one. I don't think there's one specific group of colours that I use. Like, you know, like all different shops in paintings, they've all got different colours. Like, and that's nice. That's why I want to do it, because it's vibrant. It's like it's not just one thing in it. And I feel like I've always done that. I've always tried to like pick out obscure colours and that. And, yeah, all that pretty colours, you know, pinks and like, you know, lilacs, and then do opposite things like the E. Hague ones, like all black and gold. And then the one that's why some ones I've chosen to do were them ones because of the colours. Like the fish and chip shop my mum goes to in Bradford is like, it's like yellow, like well yellow, and like it's like nice colours, like bright blues. It's not dull, but then again it is dull because the shop is a bit. Looks, you know, I mean, if you have, most people drive past it and go, I won't eat in there, but it's like probably the best fish and chips in the whole vicinity. You know what I mean? So I also like that. I also like the fact that like it could be some places could look a bit fucked, you know. But you know, the structures of the paintings they've all got the same structure and composition. They all look straight on. They don't look from the side. And I think that's like something important about them. I think, you know, that's one of the nice compositional aspects of them, and I can fit a lot of details in from doing that. Well, before pandemic, I was doing building work for the past 5 years. I wasn't doing painting. You know, people encouraging me to do it. And a year on now, I'm here, and this is where I've come to. It's like an accumulation of all that time. That's how it's happened. Perfect chance to start making paintings again. When I was painting at college, I did still lifes because I used to work in a garden centre. Because I was like a punky skinner guy, you know, like just looked a bit rugged. But the fact I was painting flowers was a nice addiction, and I've always carried on contradictions throughout my practice and themes. And then when I started at college at uni at Chelsea, I did a lot of football grounds from the 80s, terrace grounds, because that was a world I'd never been into, so it was like an alien world to me, and I wanted to try and connect to it in some weird way. So I did that, and then I started doing interiors, for some reason, like French stuff and the 1950s interior design. I think it's because a lot of the things I like Only Fools and Horses back then, all the rooms were all about that, you know, like Minder, like even in 70s, people still had 1960s wallpaper on their houses, and the same thing 80s, people had 70s, so it's like it sort of trickled down throughout years, and I always was interested in that. I wanted to put them in my paintings, and then I feel like now I appreciate the fact that when people say they like my paintings and like the way that I see the world and how I see like what my life has been like, I can put that publicly with by doing painting. It's just really simple. It's just like about modern day Britain. Coming from where I've come from and the things I'm interested in has highlighted factors of them paintings. So the different characters, you know, I might do another painting series in another 10 years and it might be a completely different set of characters, or some of the same ones might come back. It's like, I don't know, it could go anywhere, you know what I mean? Like, so we'll see what happens.